Today it's a riff on a Mai Tai using a tea syrup. This is My Name is Earl. I don't think that I've ever watched a full episode of My Name is Earl, except back in the day, I would just turn on TBS and leave it on all day to catch reruns of Seinfeld and The King of Queens. Occasionally, My Name is Earl would come on, so I'm at least familiar with the concept of it. But an Earl Grey tea syrup in a Mai Tai-like drink, well, if you do that, then the name just kind of writes itself. And the Mai Tai is one of those perfect drinks to riff on, not because it's so special. It's really not special when you look at it, when you look at the ingredients, but it's popular and known, and it's easy to just swap out a syrup, a liqueur, or a spirit, or all of those things to make something that's completely different, yet you have at least a good idea on paper, at least, that this will work in terms of balance of spirit, citrus, and sugar.
Aye! Cocktails are served!
Now that might end up tasting bad, but you can still start there. And the Mai Tai is one of, if not the only, tiki cocktails you can really do this with, because the Mai Tai is not tiki. Like, it is tiki because it is tiki, but it's also really not tiki. There are no tropical flavors, none of those tropical juices, no bold spices. I mean, the truth is, it's a classic cocktail made by one of the biggest personalities in tiki. It's not really the ingredients that make it tiki, it's just that it was created by Trader Vic in Oakland. And because of that, it's become the most famous tropical cocktail of all time. And much of the association with it being like very tropical is from people that put pineapple juice in it or make it look like a sunset of some kind. But if you boil it down, I know many people think anything with rum is somehow tiki, but it's not. Lime juice is nothing special. Orange curacao is just a standard cocktail ingredient. And then I see too many people out there talk about orgeat, which is an almond syrup, as being this somehow secret tropical bar ingredient. And it's not. And most contain orange flower and rose water, which bring in a floral, perfumish quality. And to me, at least, that just doesn't scream tropical or tiki. And that's why this drink works so well to play with. Trader Vic did this as well, swapping out the rum for other spirits to make other versions of the Mai Tai. So today's cocktail will use an Earl Grey tea syrup instead of orgeat, and instead of a standard orange liqueur, I'm using Italicus. If you don't have this, you can use Saint Germain, which will be much different, but it'll work, or a triple sec. And triple sec won't be right on here either, but that will work in this drink. I've tried it, and it's pretty good. The Italicus brings citrus flavor and some florality, but that bergamot flavor helps amplify that Earl Grey flavor. Think black tea, bergamot. We also need some lime and some rum, and I like a Bajan rum for here. That's rum from Barbados. I did make these tea syrups a couple weeks back, but they're very simple. It's just tea, water, and sugar. But I did a little test too. I did one with hot water that steeped for about 5 minutes, and then I added sugar. Then I did another one with the same amount of tea, but with cold water, and let that brew for 24 hours. And I'm very conflicted for which one is better. They're different yet similar. And the syrup with the hot tea tastes more like tea. It has more of the tannins and is more pronounced. And the cold version is sweeter and smoother. So for today's drink, I'm actually going to use the one that was steeped in the hot water for 5 minutes because I really want those tannins in the drink. But I could see a drink like a Planter's Punch, for instance, that this cold syrup works better. And I'll have instructions for both of these pretty easy to make syrups in the description. So let's make up for some of our past mistakes and make My Name is Earl. Into a shaker, I'm going to add 3/4 ounces of lemon juice, half an ounce of Earl Grey tea syrup, half an ounce of Italicus, and then 2 ounces of an aged Barbados rum. I'm serving this in a taller glass just to kind of signify that it is different than a Mai Tai. And garnishing with some mint and a slice of lemon or a lemon coin. So there you go. My name is Earl. Let's try it. Cheers. If you're looking for something that tastes just like a Mai Tai, this is definitely not it. this is cleaner and sharper. There's a little bit of bitterness here too as well, but the bitterness is from the tannins that you get from tea and not a bitterness that you might associate with something like Campari or grapefruit. Where it shares in some of the flavors of a Mai Tai is obviously, to start with, the rum, and then moving on from that, it doesn't have the almond note or the almond extract note you get from orgeat, but you do get some of that florality that some orgeats can bring. I use quite a bit of orange flower and rose water in my orgeat, and when you taste that on its own, it's too intense. But the point is to have that stand up once it's mixed in the drink. So because of the Italicus, you get some of that flavor in here as well. It's an excellent summertime cocktail, and I would say that it feels like a real grown-up, adult, sweet tea cocktail. So it has the tea component, there's some sweetness there, but then there's this whole other thing going on that is much different than just a standard sweet tea. And the citrus component here is fun too, because you get a different citrus than you would associate with Mai Tais. There's no lime juice here. It's lemon juice and then bergamot. So it's just a different citrus flavor. I wouldn't skew it towards something like yuzu, because yuzu is a lot sharper, but it's sort of going in that direction if you're trying to contemplate what this is going to taste like. I feel like over the years I've devoted enough time and energy and resources to Mai Tais to be able to say that I know something about Mai Tais, especially on YouTube. There are others out there who are more devoted to the craft of the Mai Tai than I am, like Kevin Cross from ultimatemaitai.com. But for YouTube, I don't think anyone's ever talked about the Mai Tai more than I have. But we will get comments, undoubtedly, here or elsewhere, where someone's like, well, that's not a Mai Tai. And just don't be that guy, because this always happens. Someone makes a Mai Tai and they have a riff on it. They call it something else. Maybe it's a breakfast Mai Tai and they're like, oh, well, it doesn't have so-and-so in it. And that's the point of a riff and changing the name of it. Now, if I served this to you and said, here's my version of a Mai Tai, you would be right to say that seems off. Or if someone said, here's our version of a Mai Tai, and it had cinnamon and no orgeat and it had a bunch, like, you would be right. But if someone adds another word to it or changes the wording of it, that is supposed to be a clue to you that this is different. And sometimes those people don't get that clue. They didn't latch onto the fact that the person giving this to you, the person that made this, they're giving you the information you need to see how it's different. And yet still, like, that's not, don't call it a Mai Tai. Don't be that guy or gal. Those are the people at parties that no one wants to talk to. Those are the people that no one wants to be around. So recognize the fact that someone tried to help you out here. They tried to give you the information you need to understand what this particular cocktail might taste like. And it's up to you to find the common sense that we hope exists somewhere in your brain to put those things together. I think the problem with the internet is just that everyone has access to it. Everyone has the ability to comment, even when they shouldn't. So that is it for this one. It's My Name is Earl. It is a Mai Tai riff using Earl Grey Tea syrup and Italicus. I hope you like it, and if you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, don't tell me. Only looking for positive feedback. Tag me on Instagram if you make it as well. Otherwise, give this video a like, subscribe if you have not already. And if you want to support this channel more, go check out my Patreon page. Otherwise, see you in the next one.